Welcome back
To part two
of
of
Tiny
Tiny Talks.
Talks. So no sticking, let's get into it.
Yeah. We have it's the whole like calling it friends on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Versus like the followers on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
which it's feeling like it's all followers at this point, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And like you said something just now that really stuck with me because for a long time, like whether it was my sister or then like I got like into introduced to like school and all these things where I'm able to make more friends. And just the mundane things that you would do, hang out at each other's houses or whatever, like you had so much more connection. And I
You
don't
weren't
know.
doing it for the gram. You were just actually
Yeah.
like with each other, like sharing that kind of space and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so like can we bring that back? And a big part of that is being vulnerable with people. Like my house might be a mess, but you could still come over while I like try to do the laundry, or come over to just be a body double so you could do your emails in one corner of the room and I'll
Explain what a body double is for people that might not know.
okay, so
Because
a
I do
body
love that. I love it.
Yay, we do it all the
I
time.
know.
So having a body double just encourages you to complete a task as opposed to if you were by yourself. And that really goes to
Very
show
helpful for
you,
people with neurospicy, especially ADHD. Very, very helpful.
yeah, that goes to show you how important the human experience is with connectivity. Like it is a huge factor to what makes us have a better quality life.
Mhm.
So yeah, I love body doubling. I can't remember what I was talking about with it, but like yeah, essentially being able to do more just because you have people in your life who you love
Yeah.
and are around, and you'll like figure out things to do that are not related to each other, but it helps you get whatever you need to get
Yeah.
actually done.
Very true. I was also thinking how, like, for neurospicy community, it's really hard with the small talk to decipher because the way that people can be is they speak to everyone kind of the same, right? So, like, hey, sweetheart, hey, babe, hey, whatever. And, like, for someone that's neurospicy, then they can even almost get led on to certain points. I feel
Mm.
like I've heard a lot with
Okay,
that.
okay.
I feel like I've experienced that myself. So, it's like one of those things, too, where like be mindful of like what your words and what your intention is and having them be matched, which is like
Right.
kind of hard to do with small talk. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a very interesting take. And
Hmm.
I want to say that there is an art to small talk.
Yes,
There is
there is.
absolutely an art for it. And one of the reasons why it's a good skill to have is like your safety.
Hmm.
Because you don't know what strangers you're going to interact with in any given day. You don't know what might be their intentions. And we know, especially men, how bruised their ego gets when you don't like communicate.
Acknowledge them and
Mm-hmm.
like for all of their glory and
Mm-hmm.
wondrousness. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's so important, and like kudos to the people who do have that skill and who do practice that
Hmm.
skill.
Like,
Kudos to you, you
I'm
had that
glad that
too.
I can just grab it when I need to, but like I'm glad that I'm also, I think it's because I'm, obviously in the thick and heart of my healing. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like a lot less fucks are given. If it doesn't have to do with like healing, growing, being better, that kind of thing. Because it's like, as you said, the safety thing, I had the
Oh
example
yeah.
of, yeah, when I lived in Los Angeles and was a Lyft driver for a very short amount of time, and was smart enough to not do the night shifts.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you, the crazies come out all day, all night. It's Holly weird for a reason. And yeah, I picked up this guy who was very angry, and was going to his family's house, who was wealthy and apparently like kind of booted him from like the excommunicado.
Uh-huh.
And so he was like really angry. And I don't know, like something came over me and I was just able to talk him down where he literally said, he's like, yeah, I feel really calm because like I kind of cracked a joke. I kind of like, still like really turned the small talk on to like
Mm-hmm.
ask him questions about himself. Cause again, men, ego, all of that.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where I had to kick it into gear. Like I was feeling unsafe. So it's like, well, I can't, if I'm just like get out of my car or whatever, like not to
Yeah.
escalate the situation. So I feel like the way that I handled it and then kind of leaving him in a slightly better state, he did ask me to wait. I absolutely did not. I did a 3-point turn, went right down the hill
uh,
because, I didn't know. It was not like a completely secure situation, but it was
yeah.
like while he was in my car, through the art of small talk, I was
Mhm.
able to get him to just be in a better place. So
Can I just say how street smart you are? You were like,
thank you.
absolutely not.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know where to get this
Oh
caffeine.
yeah, absolutely not. Like it was like I did the thing of like, oh yeah, sure, sure, I'll be right here, I'll be right here. And then I was like, okay, I looked at my phone, no service,
Yeah.
all
And
that
I
kind of stuff. And I'm just like, no, you need to get out of here.
and I think that's like proof of like showing how someone in your instance where it needed small talk for safety over time
Hmm.
could have evolved into the person where you're like, I'm not going to do that anymore, and I'm going to ensure that that doesn't jeopardize my safety. I'm only absolutely going to use it absolutely if I'm in like a life and death or like could end up as an accessory to murder situation.
Yes, 100% to all of that. Yes. Like it's a fun little party trick. I hope I don't have to take it out, but it's there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Oh my god,
Mm.
parties.
Oh my
Like it's
gosh.
wild. I used to love going to parties. Again, like,
Mhm.
this is also back when I drank and all that kind of stuff too. So it's a little bit different. I think, you could definitely do small talk when you're drunk.
Oh
You
yeah,
don't even remember
absolutely.
what kind of talk when you're drunk. So, but yeah, no, just even the thought of like parties where it's just like a whole bunch of small talk.
Mhm.
And it's like I definitely would be the person to find the one person in the corner that wants to have a deep conversation. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, or
Yeah.
a house plant, or a pet. I will most likely be wherever the animals are
Yeah, and talking to them,
and talking to them.
even if she
Yeah.
can't hear what they say
No,
back.
I just know.
And she just knows. She
Yeah.
really does have that like energy to tell, right?
Dr.
And how do
Doolittle.
you feel like your energy levels have been since like that transition?
Of not doing small talk as much.
Mhm.
It feels a lot more freeing. It feels more peaceful. It feels more grounded, less spiky.
Mhm.
Um, Cause yeah, like it's just it feels icky now when I go to do it. Like it doesn't feel like the norm, whereas for so long it was the norm.
Yeah.
And again, like of course, like in work situations, I feel like small talk is like you have to kind of do it in work,
Yeah.
no matter what. But like just in life, to kind of
Mhm.
like step away and just be out in life and do that, yeah, it feels a lot better to not be. How about you?
Yeah, it does feel better, and I definitely feel like that's one of my messy middles where
I love that.
I'm working towards
Watch that episode if you haven't.
I'm working towards doing it when I want to, and like not automatically going to seeing someone when I don't really want to have an interaction with them, but also still going, hi, how are you?
Hmm.
So
Yep.
I'm like in the messy middle where it happens, I do it, but I know I'm actively working towards not doing it unless I really need to do it for like my safety or something. So that's what it's like for me right now, and I think it's about giving myself grace.
Definitely. Definitely. And I mean, we're in the messy middle of so many things all the time. So like, yeah,
Mhm.
that's really cool. Um and yeah, I guess I do feel a little bit like I am doing really well with it, but it doesn't
Mhm.
mean that there aren't times that like certain things come up because again, it's really hard to just go from like people pleaser to like I really don't give a fuck, right? Like it's like there
Mhm.
is something to be said of something in the middle there because sometimes I kind of do feel bad. Like I don't want to come off in any kind of way. Like I obviously like am a caring person and I want to genuinely, if I'm asking you how are you, I like actually want to hear
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. So it's yeah, it's just more like how I feel inside with my
Right
intention.
inside. Mhm.
Yeah, versus then worrying about, oh, are they going to like me? Because that part I don't care about
Yeah.
anymore. Like, I definitely cared way too much about that, like more than a lot of people, I feel. So I think now it's an extreme for me and maybe even a messy middle for me of like
Mhm.
shedding that
Yeah.
where it's like no, I'm kind of okay, like I know that I have good intention and I genuinely care and don't want anything bad for anyone and that kind of thing. So it's like if they don't see that, well, like sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that perspective because it tells me, like you mentioned, like like if your mind knows something, but I'm just like I feel like I know it in my mind, but in
Your
my
body
body
always knows. Whoo, like stomach,
Holy
like
shit.
yeah. Sometimes it's like if it's like throat chakra related, like you just said something that you like, damn, I can't believe I said that, or like didn't speak up. Like I'll feel, oh yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one of the really cool things of you being able to balance chakras through qigong
Mm,
and these sort of things. Because I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, what you're saying? Like this is one of the benefits, but what does that actually mean?" And I think
yeah.
this is a really good example of like what something qigong could do for someone. I don't know if you would say Reiki does that as well.
All of those things, yeah, they just
Yeah.
like balance your chakras and your energy system and everything. It's like as long as people can understand that they are energy and not empty words. I think that
Yeah.
is the biggest thing for me with the small talk, right? Because it's like the if I'm feeling energy and the small talk is just so flat, like I'm like missing it kind of thing, and it's like I don't want to, again, this is like my work in progress here,
Mhm.
is like not to just because I was always a very reactive person, right? So it's
Mhm.
like I'm not gonna like do something first, but I'm gonna do it worse. I'm gonna get you, like that kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
true though.
Yeah.
And so it's like instead of
Been there.
having any of that like in my heart with it, it's like, all right, if someone I'll give an example, like, because again, don't like the small talk, but it sucks to be ignored too, right? Like I'm like, why
Yeah.
when people just don't say hi, like
Yeah.
whatever,
But
right?
when you know, like when you say hi and it's gonna absolutely
Yeah.
lead to small talk, it's like I don't even wanna risk the
Yeah,
hi.
you're like, ooh, what was that over there? I just got a phone call, whatever it
Oh my
is. Yeah.
god.
But no, there is, we're going there, we're going around there, we're
Yeah.
coming back to it. It is one of those things where it's definitely not all bad. It's definitely
Mhm.
not all good. It
Mhm.
lies somewhere in the middle. Like with everything else,
It's
being a
all
human is
about the
finding the balance. And
balance.
it's like, what is balance? But that's what it is. It's finding that balance for you. Like, are you, again, your neighbor of 35 years? Okay. Like, are you still having those empty, like, why are you not like, playing cards or something? Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
there's certain situations where it could evolve into more. There's other ones where maybe there's like an underlying something going on that's been unresolved, and it's just like, just squash it. Like, I just don't understand why we can't just be real and like actually
Yeah.
say like, hey, I'm feeling this way, am I
Mhm.
right in this,
And
whatever.
part of being real too is like sometimes you can squash it, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like
And in that
small
case,
talk,
no
no
small
small
talk, no
talk.
talk at all.
Yeah,
Like you
exactly.
just very nicely walk
Exactly.
in opposite directions,
Yeah.
wishing them healing and peace, honestly. Like
Mhm.
no malice at all.
Unless
And no
unless
fakery. Please, no fakery in the bakery. Like none of that.
unless you have to like be together for a reunion or something.
Yeah, well in that case, that's a good time to kind of like squash it. O-
Momentarily
or
truce.
momentary truce. Just enjoy, again, like you're out in nature, like go find a tree. Like it's like I'll always just go hug a tree. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
I
wasn't tiny at all.
no, that was not tiny at
Yeah.
all.
And none of our talks are, and I always enjoy them all. And we hope you enjoy them all. And we want you to join us as much
Mhm.
as you want to, like
Cuz
on
we
our.
could blabber all day, but
Yeah, but we'd rather you bring us your questions, your
yes.
comments, your concerns, like
Your
your
takes.
takes, like
Yeah.
what do we say that you feel like resonates,
Yeah.
what do you have a different perspective on? I love
Mhm.
always hearing different perspectives because this is just ours. We're not saying it's anything other than it's just ours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
something to think about.
it's so crazy how twin flame we are. I feel like in some ways, I mean, we already had the on agent video, but like you are an older version of me.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Crazy.
wild.
Wild.
Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully that is something that you can think about.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bring your big talk topics to the next Q&A
yeah,
or whatever the name evolves to. But our talk.
yeah.
Our talks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
come and talk to
talks.
us. Come and talk to us.
Yeah, talk to
And
us.
if you want to just drop comments in, you're a little shyer, that's cool too. Because I feel like that was the one other thing we might not have touched on is when people genuinely have social anxiety. I am not even talking about that. If anything, if you have social anxiety, you're probably not wanting people to do the small talks with you. Just
Yeah.
like not even tiny, just like literally acknowledging, like a nice little wave smile. I feel like that goes a long way because again, that's sending energy. You're not going to get caught up in a conversation. So
Right.
I just had to like throw that out there
I
because I
love
just thought about
that. I
that.
think I'm gonna use that as like a practice.
Oh, just the wave? Hey.
Yeah, just it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
nice. It's a genuine smile. Like smiling at people does something, you know?
Mhm.
Whereas, because this is what I'm saying, is like I would take like a smile and a wave, like a genuine smile and a wave
Right.
over like a good day. Like, what is that doing? What is that doing though? Right?
Nothing.
Exactly. So
Nothing for nobody.
nothing for nobody. But yeah, this was fun.
This was fun. And guys, we'll see you
Gals,
around
on the next one.
on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.